In 2026, with the influx of ready-to-run kits from China, are Tamiya kits still relevant? And along the same lines, with all the RTR kits coming in from China, are the all-you-need kits from suppliers like Jadler Models and Model Sport still relevant? We don't know. So that's what we're doing here today to find out. So what I've gone and done is here we go. I've bought myself I've bought myself a Tamiya kit. But not just a Tamiya kit. This is an all-you-need kit from Jadler Models. Now, this isn't anything they've given me. I bought this with my hard-earned money. This is mine because I wanted it and I thought this would be a good video to make. I've got myself some paints and I've bought myself some bearings because one of the big things you need to do when you buy a Tamiya kit is always get bearings. They come with plastic bushings, they're not great. But Tamiya kits are synonymous with being brilliant for people new into the hobby. I started 25 years ago with a Tamiya kit. It was a MO3L chassis with a BMW Mini Cooper shell. My parents then got me a Rover Mini Cooper shell with it because I loved minis and I still do. And I used to race the BMW shell, and then when I'd get home I'd clean it up and I would use the Rover Mini Cooper shell as a shelf queen. But anyway, enough of me waffling. This is an all-you-need kit from Jadler Models. So, what do we get? Ooh, Japanese newspaper, but that doesn't matter. Oh, lots and lots of packing. Let's get that all gone. Okay, so what I was expecting to have is essentially a box full of bits, but we don't have that. What we do have, and fair play Jadlam for this, is we have a bundle box. I know, oh, that looks good. And the car. So this is how it comes packed. With Jadlam Models, they do 4 types of kit. So you get stick and wheel. So, I don't know why I'm tapping this. This is a wheel kit because I'm used to wheel and I've packed it away. So this is a wheel radio. So you've got a wheel, obviously, and you get a stick radio. So you've got essentially 2 sticks. And within that, you then get standard and premium stick, standard and premium wheel. This is a premium wheel kit with the idea that once I've done this video, I can use the electronics, the wheel and so on for some other models. So let's see what we get. Let's dig into what we get here first. So it is a pre-packed bundle, and fair play to them. It's actually, I like what they've done. It's seriously just a pre-packed bundle they've picked off a shelf and sent to me instead of sending me a box of everything loose, which I really like. Now this is not in association with anyone. I've spent my own hard-earned money on all this. So, okay, this is what we get. So we have, it's an Absima charger. We have 2 Absima stick batteries. There you go, they are stick pack. And because they have a Dean's connector on the end, you have a Dean's to Tamiya connector. So what are these? These are 4,200s. Ooh, I was expecting 3,000s. So that's even better. So we've got 2 4,200 batteries there. You get, oh hello, an Absima CR4S version 2 radio, an Absima servo, and then batteries. Obviously batteries, always batteries. And that is what you get. Now, I am noticing a distinct lack of electronic speed controller. speed controller. It says I will need an ESC, so I'll probably have to look into that. But this is what you get with the kit. And I've also got 2 paints. I've got green and white, pearlescent green and white backing. Looking forward to seeing what this wheel radio's like. Oh, look at the size of that. Little tiny receiver. That's awesome. Oh, I can't even get this out. There we go. Nice and light. Yeah, got everything on there you would expect. That's cool. Throttle trim, steering trim, throttle dual rate, steering dual rate, and then your reverses of them both, and a bind button. And that seems quite nicely weighted as well. That's cool. I really like that. So while I mess about with this is a project I've been wanting to do for a while on the channel, well, since I started the channel. But I didn't really have the opportunity until recently, so I thought, you know what, let's just go for it. Sometimes you've just got to go for it, so that's what I'm doing. Right, let's get these on the shelf. Right, now on to the Tamiya kit. So I have chosen a TT02B Neo Scorcher. So why have I chosen this? One, comes with a motor, torque tuned, so don't have to worry about sourcing a motor. I thought a buggy would be the best sort of kit for me to test. It's the same sort of kit that if you were a young kid or you're an adult getting into or back into RC, a buggy or even a truck is a good go anywhere type of vehicle. If you get an on-road car, you can only really use it flat roads, maybe indoors depending on the scale, and in car parks, whereas a buggy, you can take them anywhere. That's why I chose a buggy. Why did I choose the TT02B? So the TT02 and the TT01 are very long running and successful chassis lines from Tamiya, especially the TT02. It's been going for 15, 20 years. So that means the aftermarket support for this thing is incredible. You can get all sorts of spare parts, hop-ups, and what have you for it. So I thought this would probably be the absolute perfect place to start as a beginner back into the hobby. The only upgrade I've bought for this is bearings, because the plastic bushings that come with it, from what I remember from my old Mini, are terrible. So one of the other reasons as well, as you see down here, it is 4-wheel drive. Now, with rear-wheel drive, you do have to have a very particular driving style, so you can't power through corners because you'll understeer, whereas with 4-wheel drive, you should be able to grip up and it'll be fine. And when you're bashing, you're going to be on and off that power quite a lot. So I thought 4-wheel drive would be the perfect place to start. And let's see what comes. So this is my first Tamiya kit in 20-25 years. So I'm really interested to see what we've got. So, big bag of spares, tyres, wheels, and there's no inserts on those tyres. I'd expect there to be inserts. Yes! Speed controller, sorted. I don't need to source one. Big plastic chassis. Oh, the body. That's going to look so good. All of the plastic bits that you would expect. As a kit, this should come with absolutely everything we should need. Well, as the Tamiya kit should come with everything we need to build it, oils, everything. With the Jadlam kit, with all the extras, it should be everything we need to get this up and running. Nice instructions there. So, now a lot of the times when you build Tamiya kits, or at least it used to be when I was younger, people would love to paint stuff to box art. So you might just be able to see there, you've got the box art in the blue and white, but I'm not a massive fan of box art. I like to do things my own way, and I will be doing that on this, with the diffs and the shocks probably being the hardest part. And what else have you got? Yeah, stickers! Oh, I love stickers. I'm really looking forward to building this. Really looking forward to it. It's at this point, that I won't be able to get everything back in because it's just the way.
This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
That is really interesting. That comes with an ESC. I didn't think it did. Enough of this. Let's get going. Right, so thank you for watching part 1 of this 3-part series. Granted, video 1 has been a bit talky as I introduce our TT02 kit here, but it is a necessary evil to continue on the rest of the series and the rest of the build. Thank you for watching. It's always great to have you here with me. Please remember to check back next week as we dive into the build of this lovely looking Tamiya, and my first Tamiya for 20 something years. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay amped.